we're going to start into part 2 of the YO program, and I get the distinct pleasure of speaking to you while you're eating lunch. So I'm going to be kind of quick, and I want to transition into some of the topics that we discussed in the first half and talk about how you really shape your career for the long run. How do you make yourself ensure your success? I have no financial disclosures. So there's a lot of books about it, a lot of words that you hear about how people do it. Angela Duckworth is pretty famous for talking about grit and that your effort counts twice. Malcolm Gladwell says you need to to be a master at something, you need to give 10,000 hours at it. And Atul Gawande really stresses to be better that you need to have evaluation and need to be very strategic in your plan for improvement. I'm going to encourage you guys to start with the word why. A lot of people today discussed why do we do what we do. There's a wonderful TED Talk by Simon Sinek and says that the most successful companies really have a good idea of what their why is. And I encourage all of us to have a great idea of that as well. And it's really embodied in the tagline for the American Academy of Ophthalmology. We do this because we want to protect sight and empower lives. Another key theme that we've heard a lot of the speakers discuss is finding your passion. What do you like to do? What gives you joy? And for me, I love seeing patients. Clinical care is my favorite thing to do. But I also enjoy our community of ophthalmology. I've had the privilege to work with the Young Ophthalmologist Committee as well as the American Academy of Ophthalmology. My second passion, which seems like it should have been my first passion, and it's something that I've come upon very recently, is really trying to empower women in medicine. And in turn, I have really been inspired by so many women working with the Women in Ophthalmology group. It's not easy to kind of pin down what is your path to success. And as a uveitis specialist, I would say that it's quite serpiginous. It's not going to be a straight line. But if we have to kind of sum it down to 4 things that I think that are important: mentorship, goal setting, feedback, and balance. So you don't need just one mentor, you need many mentors. You need a mentorship team. And I've been very lucky to have a mentorship team. And it started with actually the second picture, whole reason that I am in ophthalmology. Dr. Anita Agarwal was my dad's ophthalmologist when I was a high school student. And she has continued to be my mentor throughout and has really guided my career. She is the person I go to anytime I have to make a big decision about my career. Next is Rob Melendez, whom I got to meet when I was a resident. Many of you might have seen his face. He's in the room. Raise your hand, Rob. Where are you? Not in here now. Okay, well, that's all right. But he really opened the door to the academy for me and also taught me what it meant to be a good leader. He's very generous, and I'm going to talk about a next concept, and he truly embodies that as far as a mentor. The third picture is of 2 people, Dr. Tamara Fountain, whom you'll hear from later right after me, but she's an inspiration and has really been a guiding voice when I'm having to make a difficult decision. Also included in that picture is Dr. Grace Sun, and she's just been an inspiration, someone that I've had the pleasure of working with, but she is also someone that I really admire the kind of work that she does. And you have people like that too that don't directly mentor you, but someone that is really what you aim to be. And then the last picture is the Georgia Society of Ophthalmology on Capitol Hill during Mid-Year Forum. And I would say I've been very lucky to be a part of a state society that is organized and very supportive of young ophthalmologists. And they gave me a lot of opportunities and continue to do that. And that's something that Jeff Petty also recommended. This concept of mentorship versus sponsorship. And the difference is that you don't want just mentors, you want sponsors too. And those are people that actively seek opportunities for you. And that's very important as you grow your career, is seeking those opportunities. You need in the beginning, you're going to say yes to absolutely everything, and you should, because that's how you're going to figure out what you really want to focus on. But you need those opportunities. You need someone to open the door for you. As far as goal setting, it can be challenging at times, but you really have to do it. And maybe you might not be able to do the 5-year goal right out at the offset, but at least try when you first get started on your first job. 3 months. What do I want to accomplish in the next 3 months? Here are my goals for the next 6 months, next year, 5 years. Then take that to your mentorship, sponsorship team, and they'll help you work through, this is realistic, this is not realistic, this is what I recommend, how you do it, these are the people I want to put you in touch with. You want to find those people that are like, oh, you're interested in this? Let me put you in touch with this person. Those words need to come out of their mouth. Those are your sponsors, and you want lots of them. Aim for better. Our goal is to have be the best ophthalmologist we can be, the best surgeon that we can be. And that is our primary goal. That's the reason why we do everything. Paul Sternberg always said this to me. He was the chair at Vanderbilt when I was a student there. That no matter what you do in life, you're first an ophthalmologist, and you need to be good at being an ophthalmologist. Then comes all the leadership things, then comes all the involvement, but you first have to be an amazing ophthalmologist. A key to being better is seeking feedback. And we are all very versed in doing evaluations, and they're quite annoying, but they're valuable. And I would encourage you to get feedback from the person that tells you you are not awesome. You don't learn something when people tell you you're awesome. You learn something from when people tell you, you know what, that was good, but you can do this to make you better. And that's what you need to do. You know, as a resident, you take for granted sometimes that you have this person that's watching your every move, and it's kind of annoying that you have this monkey on your back. But when you are out on your own, you don't get that. And you have to find it. You have to ask people to come into the operating room with you to watch you. And go in there and watch them. Take the time. Last year I took a day off from clinic so that I could go fly across the country to watch one of my friends in the operating room and in clinic just to see how they do things. Lastly, take care of yourself. If you break down, the whole system around you breaks down. So really take the time to take care of yourself and really look at the signs of when you're getting worn out. What's making you worn out? Is there something else that you could do to kind of make things better for yourself? Thank you.